It's our first day here in Boston. It's June 4th. It's a Saturday. We flew in today. We went to Greenville first, and our flight was at 7:30. We had to get there at 5:30, so it was super early. I only slept about 2 hours last night, so I'm really tired. It's only about 9:30, and the rest of, some other people in the group are going to the movies, but I'm going to go to sleep. We went from Greenville to Atlanta, and then we had about a 2-hour layover in Atlanta, and went from Atlanta as a 2-hour flight to Boston, and we had a great flight. Nothing really happened. It was on time. We got here, the weather's awesome. It's so cool. There's not really a lot of humidity. There's a nice breeze all the time. Then we got to Bay State, and we got settled into our rooms. I have Claire and Rachel for roommates. And then we went and we had to find the CVS, the Marshalls, and the Trader Joe's to get the stuff we needed. I got these awesome sheets, this nice blanket, some snacks. So yeah, and we got to learn our way around. We're in Copley Square, which is really gorgeous. There's a lot of really pretty buildings. It seems to be a nicer area of town. There's some homeless people, but not a lot. We saw a Porsche and like a Ferrari today. So there's obviously a lot of really well-off people here. So it's a really nice, safe area. I'm really excited about what we're going to get to do here and this whole trip. I might not seem super excited now because I look super tired. But I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what the next month has to bring us. I got a bunch of new experiences. I haven't been on a plane since I was 2. So the plane was kind of a new experience, so I don't really remember that. The subway was a new experience for me. I've never been on a subway. That was kind of cool. It was really crowded, though. Super crowded. And yeah, it was just a bunch of new experiences. I can't wait to have a bunch more. And just to see how everything goes. See ya. It is June 5th. It's our second day in Boston. It is a Sunday. Sunday fun day. And we went to Old North Church today, which was the church that Paul Revere got his friends to hang those lanterns out of, before his night ride, his famous ride. So that was so fun and just such an awesome. I love Paul Revere. I love his story. That was always one of my favorite things. In elementary school when we were learning about history, that was one of my favorite things. And so to see that and get to experience it is awesome. And we went to Little Italy and had some awesome, fabulous Italian food, and I got a wonderful cannoli. Absolutely wonderful at Mike's Pastries. We're getting really settled in. We're starting to understand the subway system. We're starting to kind of get a little bit familiar with our immediate surroundings in Boston, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm so excited for what the next 2.5 weeks have to bring us. We also got to see the cemeteries where the Boston Massacre people were buried, I think. I know that the Christopher Snyder was buried there. I know that. It was really cool. It was on a hill. Anyways, yeah. So we're having just a great time. And we have so much to look forward to. I'm sure it's going to be a great week. So today is June 9th. Today we went to Lexington and Concord, and we saw the green where the first battles of the Revolutionary War started. And then we went to a museum about the Minutemen and stuff. It was in Concord. And we saw a video presentation about the battles that were on that day, with Paul Revere riding and the Minutemen attacking the British people and defeating the Redcoats. And it had a lot of really visual aids, so that was really helpful in kind of understanding it. And yesterday we went to the Whaling Museum in New Bedford. And that was really cool because we watched Moby Dick the night before, and kind of like a lot of the stuff was really relevant because it's like the Whaling Museum. We got to see the Seaman's Bethel, which is in the movie. We didn't get to go inside because it was closed for renovation, but we did like get to see the outside, so that was really cool. And we're just having a really good time. Right now we're about to go out and just like see what there is to do tonight. It's a Thursday night, so hopefully there's stuff to do. Get to be up really early tomorrow though. Last night we went bowling. It was really fun. It was really cool getting to see all the history and like seeing, like being in the place that it really actually happened felt really good because, you know, you got to like connect with it more than you would in just like a regular classroom. So I've really been enjoying it so far. It's really crazy. We've been here almost a week and we still have 2 weeks left. So it kind of seems really long. I'm sure it'll go by super fast, but I love this area. The weather, it was super cold today. It's like 60 degrees, maybe cooler. Yesterday I was sweating in shorts and a t-shirt, and now I was shivering in long pants and a Patagonia, but it was really good. So that's about it. So it is June 10th. It is a Friday. TGIF. Except for the fact we have to wake up at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Really early. But we're going to Amherst to visit Emily Dickinson's house, so I'm super excited about that because I love Emily Dickinson. And tonight we played some cards, which was super fun. We played this new card game I got that's like, you have to like argue with people and play Cards Against Humanity, which is always fun. And before that, we went to the important stuff that we did today. We went to houses. We toured a lot of houses. But it was really, really cool because we toured Nathaniel Hawthorne's house, we toured the Old Manse, we toured Henry David Thoreau, we toured a bunch of houses. Emerson, that was the other one. And they were all friends. And we toured Louisa Alcott from Little Women house, her house, which was so cool because they were all friends. And I never knew that. Like, they all, like, hung out with each other and, like, went to each other's house. And seeing these old houses were really cool. It reminds me a lot of my house, because my house is pre-Civil War. I think it dates like pretty much back to the Revolutionary War. So there's a lot of old artifacts. We kind of have the same kind of artifacts. So like that wasn't super new to me, because like we saw like a big Steinway and Sons piano, and we have one a lot like it. So that wasn't really that groundbreaking to me, but the fact of who owned the houses and the history and the literature within the houses is so amazing. And like learning about their social, the way that they like socially interconnected. And they were talking about, you know, like Emerson and Hawthorne would just go like hang out with each other and like have dinner like normal people, and really humanized them and made them normal and stuff, and kind of helped me understand their work a lot better. So that was so cool. And we visited where the Battle of Lexington, or where the Battle of Concord took place. And that was really nice. We got this like nice peaceful moment before, and these like school kids started. Sorry, I'm gonna lay down. Okay. These school kids came across the bridge while we were sitting. There's like a visitor center, and the visitor center was where on the part of the battlefield where the Minutemen would have been standing. And the bridge was where the Redcoats got shot. And like this big group of like 100 school kids came across the bridge. And there would have been like 400 Minutemen. And we were standing where the Minutemen would have been standing, watching these 100 kids cross the bridge. And it was kind of cool because it was like we got to see like a demonstration almost of like what it would have looked like. And that was just so, like, awesome and humbling. And we got, like, a peaceful 45 minutes. There's a beautiful garden there. And it's probably one of my favorite moments so far, because we just got that moment to meditate and think before we got into a very, very busy, very, very long day. And it was just wonderful. And now I'm going to get some sleep, because we have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. But it's going to be worth it. It's going to be a wonderful day tomorrow. I have had so much fun so far, and I just can't believe that I'm here and on this trip. Night, everyone. Everyone, it is Saturday, June 12th. We got up really, really early this morning, like 6 o'clock. We got in the vans, took a great nap. We went all the way out to Amherst, which is in western Massachusetts. It's where Emily Dickinson lived, and we toured her house. And it was called the Emily Dickinson's World Tour because that was her whole world. You know, she was the one that stayed inside a lot. And so we got to experience that, and it was so cool because, I mean, I love her poetry, I love her poems, and it was awesome to get to stand in the same place that she stood and see where she lived most of her life. And I just feel so much closer, like, I understand her work better, you know, because we heard a lot of stories that, like, her work can be kind of hard to understand. We heard a lot of stories that kind of clarified her work, you know, that made sense, made it more relevant, like her bedroom overlooked a cemetery, and so maybe a lot of her poems about death were because she was watching all these funerals outside of her bedroom window, and she wasn't necessarily thinking about death for fun. She was, like, writing about what she was seeing and what she was experiencing, kind of like we're doing here. But that was just such an awesome experience to get to have. I'm so glad that we were able to do it. And tonight we're all going to go and like hang out together and bond some more. I'm so glad that I made all of these friends. And we also toured Emily Dickinson's brother's house, which was right by her house. And we went to, like, some little coffee shops and stuff. We got to go to her grave, which I really wish we'd gotten to spend more time there, because everybody, like, puts, like, stuff on her grave, rocks and stuff, poems. Sammy put a really nice poem on her grave, which was really cool. But it was raining, and it was super duper cold, so we didn't really stay there for that long, which was kind of disappointing, but, you know, I think we were all ready to go. And we rode back and stopped and took a picture in front of some mountains, and that was really nice. I really liked that picture. And then now we're all going to get ready and go have a good time tonight. It's Saturday night. Let's go. Can't believe we've already been here a week, but we have so much more left and so much more to do. I'm starting to really miss my family, but I'm really happy to be here. So, see ya tomorrow. July 13th, it's a Monday. I'll probably do another journal later because I'm kind of limited for storage and it's got to be short, but we're at Walden Pond and it's beautiful, and I wanted to do a journal here because I think it's, like, absolutely gorgeous, and this has been my favorite day so far because we got to see Thoreau's house, or the replica of his house and where his house actually was, and all the water, and it's just really pretty. Everyone, so it is June 13th. It is a Monday, and today was, like, my favorite day of the trip so far because we went to Henry David Thoreau's house. We went to, like, the replica of his cabin and then where he actually put his cabin, and we went to Walden Pond, which was just an absolutely beautiful venue. Like, I mean, like, it was like a beach, and we got to hang out for like an hour and a half and see, you know, where he actually lived and stuff. And, like, that's one of my favorite places because my mom was my high school English teacher, and my dad was really outdoorsy. He was a game warden, so I kind of grew up on Walden, like, Pond, like, reading Henry David Thoreau's stuff. And so that was really special to me, getting to see, like, where he actually lived. I know that's something my mom would have loved to do, and, like, I was so honored getting to do it. And we went to the cemetery where Emerson, Hawthorne, Thoreau, and Louisa Alcott were buried. And the French guy, Charles French, yes, we had to, like, scavenger hunt his grave, which was super cool. I already did about a 1.5-minute video at Walden Pond because it was just such a beautiful place. Like, I had to do a video. But, I mean, it's just so cool. It was so cool getting to see that. It's my favorite day so far. Now we're about to go do karaoke and get, like, a fun night out. So I'm really excited to get closer to my classmates and do that. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. It's a Tuesday. We went to Salem today. We went to the House of Seven Gables, which was where Nathaniel Hawthorne wrote his book. The House of the Seven Gables. And it was so cool. Say hey everyone. My sister's here. The sister's making me laugh. now we're waiting on the train. Did I say that? We're at a train station.
There's not anything there.
Okay, train station. And we went to the Peabody Essex Art Museum, which was really cool. We got to see all different kinds of art and like different types of stuff. And we went to a candy store. It was one of the oldest candy stores in America, and I got some really awesome chocolate, and it was just great. And I really liked the house that we went to because there was a lot of secret passageways, so we actually got to go in, and that was super cool. We had a really great tour guide. That was awesome. We did a lot of walking. We like walked around to see where the Salem witch trials, like where the people got hanged and stuff were, but like there wasn't really much on that. It was like a playground, and then the actual spot was like behind a Walgreens. So that was kind of disappointing because I wanted to learn more about the witches, but you know, that didn't happen. But we still got to do some pretty cool stuff along the way. Had a really great lunch at a seafood place, and so that was really fun. Yeah, but other than that, we're just waiting on the train so that we can go home.
That's getting me way too hard.
Today is June 18th. It's a Monday. Or not a Monday, it's a Saturday. Today we went to the African American Meeting House and we watched a video about a young African American girl, and she took us back through history to learn about how the civil rights movement was in Boston and how the people worked, the abolitionists worked. Frederick Douglass spoke there. We got to actually go inside and tour, and that was really cool. And then we went on, Group 3 went on our group dinner with Warnock, and we went to a Chinese place in Chinatown, and we didn't have to eat anything really weird, and everything was super good. We had some really good conversations, got to talk about our group project a lot. Thank you, Warnock, for taking us. I really, really had a good time. I enjoyed the food. It was just such a great experience. It was great to get to bond with our group. And thank you everyone that made this possible, this trip possible, because I think we're really enjoying it. We're really starting to understand what it means. I'm starting to miss home. Honestly, I'm really homesick. Boston's wonderful and everyone here is wonderful, but I do miss my bed and my dog and all the people that are closest to me back home. It's a really long trip. I do really miss them. But so far tonight, I have gotten one of my papers written, and last night I got my letter written, so I'm getting stuff done. We got a plan for our group project, so we're getting it together. Like, everything's starting to come together, and that's really great. We have tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday left, and we got a plan on Wednesday. So we only have a little bit left, but I'm sure we're going to have some of the best days. Tomorrow, I think we're doing the African American Heritage. No, we're going to Charlestown. And Monday, we are going to do the whale watch, which is something I've been excited about this whole trip. It's like definitely going to be my favorite thing, I hope. And then Tuesday's a free day, and we get ready, and Wednesday we go home. And I'm kind of excited about all of that. So, bye. 18th. We went to Lowell. We got to tour the factories. We got to see how the power lamps worked, which was really cool. We went up into the museum, and we learned about the mill girls and about just life in that time period, which was really good because our project is about lifestyle, the everyday life. So we got a lot of information for our project. We saw Jack Kerouac, his memorial. He was a poet that did a lot of drugs, so that was kind of interesting. I also just wanted to take a moment and say thank you to all of the people that started this trip. Thank you to everyone that sacrificed so much. I know we're going through a lot right now, but everything that y'all do is so special to us, and I just want to reflect for a minute and say that I'm glad we came, and I know what you're going through is really hard, and I know that I personally have not made it any easier, and starting tonight, I'm going to work to make your lives as easy as possible. I'm going to be as positive and supporting as I can be to my fellow classmates to our teachers, and I'm just going to try and make this the best experience that I can. I really have enjoyed this trip so far. I hope that everybody else has. And just thank you to everyone who made this possible, because I've learned so much. Thank you.
Hi, it's June 19th. It's a Sunday. We are at Warren Tavern, it's one of the
It is the oldest
taverns in Massachusetts. It's one of the oldest in Massachusetts and the oldest in Charlestown. It is the tavern that George Washington passed out after giving too many toasts, and he was not upset because he passed out. He was upset because he didn't get to finish all the toasts that he wanted to give to Dr. Warren, who was a great man, and George Washington wanted to really honor that.
And he was a Mason.
He was a Mason. Here's all my group. Say hey, group.
That's Gabriel.
Don't call him that. That's rude.
Hello.
Today we're doing a group day. We had to adventure around Charlestown and make a video. Whichever video has the best experience wins. We went to the USS Constitution. That was really cool. It was like a big boat from 1797, and it's 218 years old. We went to Bunker Hill, walked up 294 steps. My legs were shaking afterwards, but it was worth it. It's a beautiful view of Charlestown and Boston. Now we're at the Warren's Tavern. We're waiting on our food. It's kind of taking a long time, but there's a lot of history here, so that's kind of cool. All of the other groups showed up here, so apparently we got recommended to come here by the locals. Apparently the locals recommended everyone to go here. It's the only good place to eat in town. I don't know. But yeah, we're about to, after we eat, we're probably going to go back to Boston and edit the video and just spend the rest of our day enjoying this beautiful weather that we have outside. We've had a really great time so far. We only have 2 days until we go home, which is kind of sad, but I'm kind of ready to go home. I miss my family.
You want another Pepsi, right?
Yes.
Yeah, other than that, it's just been a really good bonding day for our group. I feel like this is something we definitely needed. It was good to get out and kind of experience things on our own and get here by ourselves. We kind of got confused on which bridge to take at first, but we got here. It was a really good walk. So yeah, it's been a really good day so far. Bye, see you tomorrow. Today is June 20th.
Can I get a yeah?
There's Austin. There's Ruben. We have to be really quiet because Ruben is sleeping. We went whale watching today. It was really awesome. We saw maybe 12 whales or something, and they were jumping and feeding, and we saw a baby whale. We're on our way back to Boston now. We're on a boat. There's a lot of people. It's really fun. It was a great way to end the trip. Today's our last day of school stuff. Tomorrow's a free day. And then Wednesday we leave. So our trip's almost over, which is kind of sad, but I'm sure we're all ready to get back to our families. But today was a really great day. It was something that we all looked forward to a lot, and we definitely weren't disappointed in the amount of whales we saw. The weather couldn't be more perfect. It was about 80 degrees and sunny. Austin's always trying to mess up my videos. This is the second time. But yeah, after we get back, we're probably just going to relax a little bit, and we have the rest of the day. We don't have to do anything, which is really nice. But we've had just a great time while we've been here. Thank you again to everyone that made this possible. And I can't wait to see what we do tomorrow, and I can't wait to get home and to see our group projects. Yesterday we did a video of Charlestown, and Ginger edited ours, and it looks awesome. Like, it made me so excited to be able to see our final group projects, everybody's group projects, because I think they're all going to be really cool. No, it's not. It's not.
We got on a boat.
Doesn't matter. You cheated. That's cheating.
Boats and boats.
You also edited too.
Boats.
Alright, well,
Gotta have
we'll see ya tomorrow. Man bun for life.